Hey everyone, welcome to my channel Pratiksha Singh Classes. My name is Pratiksha and today I'm gonna discuss Indian history in detail. So let's get started.
Indian history. Indian history. From 2500 BC to 1947 AD. These are almost 4400 years.
So before we start,
Let us understand these two terms, which are BC and AD. What is BC and what is AD? Okay, so BC is before Christ and AD means Anno Domini. It is believed that Jesus Christ born on first century, and before his birth we call it BC, means before Christ, because if we don't do so, then we had to write all the Indus Valley civilization and religious movement and Vedic age, modern dynasty, Gupta dynasty, etc. in minus. Okay, to avoid all these problems, we consider Jesus' birth as the core, or you can say it is the center. It works as a center. So we call all the incident before his birth called BC, means before Christ, and after his birth AD means Anno Domini. So if we add something into BC, means before Christ, then it comes in the decreasing order. For example, Gautam Buddha. For example, Gautam Buddha born on 563 BC and he died after 80 years. Okay, so after 80 years he died. Then we have to subtract this, because if we add something into before Christ, then it comes in decreasing order. Then we have to subtract this for the correct answer. Then the correct answer will be 483. It means he died on 483 BC. Okay, but if we talk about AD, if we add something into AD means Anno Domini. If we add something, it will come in AD. Like if we add 1 year in 2020, this is 2020, and if we add 1 year into it, this will become 2021. When we talk about before Christ, it comes into the decreasing order, and when we talk about AD, it comes in increasing order. Okay, so let's move. I have prepared a chart for that. Okay, so this is the chart I have made for clarity. What we have to study in Indian history is ancient history, medieval history, and modern history. Ancient history will start from 2500 BC to 712. In medieval history, it will start from 712 AD to 1707 AD.
and in modern history,
We'll start from 1757 AD to 1947. Okay, so let's come to ancient history. So in ancient history, we have to cover up these five topics. So the first topic will be Indus Valley civilization. This is the most important topic, and most of the questions comes from here. Okay, so it starts from 2350 BC to 1750 BC. The Vedic age, then religious movements, then modern dynasty, and then Gupta dynasty. Yeah, this is the last topic of ancient history. Then in medieval history, we have to study medieval history into two parts. First one will be the Delhi Sultanate, and the second one will be Mughal Sultanate. So Delhi Sultanate start from 1206 to 1526 AD, and Mughal Sultanate will start from 1526 to 1707 AD. What we have to study in Delhi Sultanate is slave dynasty, Khilji dynasty, Tughlaq dynasty, Sayyid dynasty, Lodi dynasty. That is it. And in Mughal Sultanate, we have to study about Babur, Humayun, Akbar, Jahangir, Shah Jahan, and Aurangzeb. This is going to be the last king of Mughal Sultanate as well as Delhi Sultanate. So without wasting any time, let's start the topic. We are going to study about Indus Valley civilization. Let's start. Okay, so let's start the topic Indus Valley civilization. Indus Valley civilization. So in Indus Valley civilization, it is believed that the biggest research is done by J.N. Pandey. Biggest research done on Indus Valley civilization. J.N. Pandey. And the time was, and this is the research time when he researched on this. The time was 1848
In
to
1848
1856.
to 1856, there is a governor general governor general in our country, Lord Dalhousie, which come up with the two policies, which is first one was doctrine of lapse and second one was rejected for adopted son. And at the same time, railway has just started developing, and after some years, we can say in 1921 or in 1922, in Sindh and Punjab, Montgomery in Punjab, which is a part of Pakistan now, ground was digging for railway tracks. So their workers found some different products from digging ground. Like some of them found small clay pots or some skeleton there. So they report to the Directorate Journal about all those things. Then the Directorate Journal then passes this information to the archaeological department so that they can find out what happened there. So then the team came up, and at that time the head of that team was Dayaram Sahni, who is also a founder of Harappa. And then he researched a site there, and the name of the site was Harappa. Although it has other name also, like Indus Valley civilization, Harappa civilization, Bronze and Copper Age. Okay, so we call it Indus Valley civilization because the river was found at the most important site, Mohenjo-daro, which is also called a Death Valley. And second name, Harappan civilization, it is said because it's civilization founded. And we call it Bronze Age and Copper Age because bronze and copper discovered in this civilization. Let's start the topic of Indus Valley civilization.
Okay, so let's start with the first site, which is Harappa.
So, who was the excavator of Harappa? Means who discovered Harappa? So, I just told you Dayaram Sahni, who was the head of that archaeological department team, Dayaram Sahni, and year in which he discovered was 1921 AD, and the nearest river of Harappa site was Ravi. And let me tell you the place, or we can describe it as district, state, and country. So the district was Sahiwal, which is also known as Montgomery. Okay, and the state was Punjab, and country was Pakistan. Okay, now let's write down what are the things found by the archaeological department. Archaeological finds, we can say. So, what are the archaeological finds? First one was wheat and barley. So, it shows that there was a strong agriculture there. That is why we found wheat and barley there. And second one was bronze toy car. It shows that those people had already discovered bronze. And the third one was worksman quarter. Worksman quarter. fourth one was dice and some wheels and archaeological department also find worship there, that it shows that those people also worship of tree worship of tree and stone. If we talk about tree, so people tree, we can say people tree was worshipped by Harappan civilization. So next site is Mohenjo-daro, which is also called Death Valley. Why we call it Death Valley? Because when archaeological department doing research, they found so many skeleton at one ground. So who was the excavator of Mohenjo-daro? So student most of the time got confused in this because uh, they just remember R.D. Banerjee, and the full form of R.D. means Rakhal Das Banerjee. And the time was just after finding the Harappan civilization, means in 1922 AD, and the nearest river was Indus. We also call it Sindhu, and the place was district Larkana district, and the state was Sindh, and the country, it is currently the Sindh and Larkana district. It is currently in Pakistan. So let's write down the archaeological find. Archaeological department found there was archae- archaeological finds. Okay, so archaeological finds was the Great Bath. Great Bath means a kind of swimming pool which is 12 by 7 meter in the area and 2.4 meter deep. What else was the Great Granary? We can also say it a go down, which shows a very strong agriculture at that time. What else we found there is assembly hall, and it works like a court. Uh, a woman dancer and a strong trade and commerce. It was the marketplace. Mohenjo-daro was a marketplace, so trade and commerce was there. What else we found here is dice and Durga. Durga means they worship Durga. At that time, there was a strong animal husbandry. That time, there was a strong animal husbandry, and people worship of trees, animals, and of course stone. So in trees, people tree, and they worship animal also. In animal they worship ox and stones. That is it for the today's video, guys. We will continue this topic in our next video. Till then, bye bye, stay happy and stay positive.